Good morning, children. Today I am going to teach you the fourth chapter of your Flamingo book, and the name of chapter is The Rat Trap. This chapter is written by Selma Lagerlöf, who was a Swedish writer whose stories have been translated into many languages. A universal theme runs through all of them, a belief that essential goodness in human beings can be awakened through understanding and love. This story is set amidst in the mines of Sweden, rich in iron ore, which figures large in the history and legends of that country. The story is told somewhat in the manner of a fairy tale. The story is about a rat trap peddler. Dear children, once upon a time there was a rat trap peddler. He made wire rat trap and went about selling them. Whatever rat trap he was making, that peddler was going place to place, door to door, street to street, and he was selling them. He was homeless. The peddler was homeless, vagabond. He begged the material for making the traps. He did not mind begging or stealing petty things for survival, because he was earning very less. So sometimes he had to beg also, sometimes he had to steal also. His clothes were very dirty. He looked thin and lean and hungry. In this way he was spending his life. One day an idea struck him. He imagined that the world too was a rat trap. All good things of life served as weights to trap humans. He knew people who had already been snared and some others who were trying to reach the wet. In this idea he concluded in his mind. Or one dark evening in the December, dear children, that peddler was walking along the road and he saw a lonely cottage by the roadside. He knocked at the door to ask for the shelter for one night. The old man opened the door and he welcomed him. In fact, the old man was also alone. He was glad to have a companion with him at that night. The old man was very hospitable in nature. He gave the peddler supper and tobacco. Then both played the game of cards before going to bed. The old man told him about his cow also, that he had a cow, or that cow gave him milk enough which he sold to a creamery. Or he said that he got 30 kroner. Kroner is the unit of currency. He said that he got 30 kroner as a payment for the last month. In this way, the old man told about his life, about his income. The old man felt that the peddler did not believe what he had told him, so he took down the pouch that was hanging on a nail in the window frame. He showed the peddler three wrinkled 10 kroners notes. Then he put the money back into the pouch and hung it on the nail at the same place. He wanted to show that how much he had earned after selling the milk. In the morning, the old man locked his hut. Then each went his way. The peddler went to his way, and that old man went for milking the cow. But half an hour later, the retrieved peddler again returned because a malice thought came in his mind. A dirty thoughts came in the mind of the peddler. He smashed a window pane and stole the money. After stealing the money, now the retrieved peddler did not think what he should do, or he was just walking on the road, or finally he realized that highway was not safe place for him, so he turned off the road and went into the woods. After some time he lost his way in the twisting up paths in the wood, or he walked and walked but would not come back to that very part of it. He was very much exhausted and tired. He felt his end was very near. Or after some time, he laid down on the ground because he was very much tired and not in position to walk more. But soon he heard the regular thumping sound, or he could guess that it was coming from ironworks. He stood up again and walked in the direction of the sound, or soon he reached to the Ramso ironworks. There was one of the iron mill, Ramjo iron works. He entered the forge. The master smith and his helpers had put in pig from the furnace to be ready to put the anvil. The peddler stood in front of the furnace and to warm himself because he was already realizing cold, or it was the winter season, so due to cold he was not in position to survive and he was feeling bad, so he moved to that furnace to make himself warm. The master smith did not object to his coming because it was not uncommon for the homeless vagabond to come in for shelter and warmth. The peddler lay down in the front of the furnace. Or after some time, what happened, dear children? The Ramsjo iron works were owned by a prominent iron master, or that owner of the iron works. He visited the works several times a day. Or that night he came in and he looked at that stranger carefully. He believed that he was the captain on Stahel, an old regiment acquaintances. He was he was sad to see his old friend in in miserable condition. He requested him to accompany him to his house and to celebrate Christmas with him. But that vagabond did not agree. That rat trap maker, peddler, did not agree, or he had stolen 30 kroner, or he was frightened he might be in trouble there. The ironmaster went away, or he sent his daughter to persuade his old friend to come to their house. Then the daughter felt that the stranger was afraid and perhaps he had stolen something. She came and she assured him that he would be safe there. She also told him that he would be free to leave after the Christmas Eve. The stranger felt assured and he went in the carriage to the iron master's house. But he regretted to have stolen the old man's money in the cottage. He felt he was in a trap. Next morning the stranger appeared for the breakfast. He was bathed and clean. He was wearing a fine suit of clothes that belonged to the iron master. But the iron master was not happy. He felt in dim light he had been mistaken. The man was actually not the captain. He told the stranger that he had deceived him. This peddler had cheated him. But the peddler replied that he had never pretended to be what he was not. He was willing to put on his rags and go away. But the iron master told him to go away. Just as he was about to leave, the iron master's daughter Idla stopped him. She requested with her father. She pleaded with her father to let him stay for Christmas. She said it was unfair to turn a man out whom they had invited. The iron master did not say anything in this way. The peddler stayed there. The stranger slept most of the time. He was awakened for lunch and Christmas supper. He was given Christmas presents. Idla assured him that he did not need to return the suit he was wearing. She also assured him that if he desired to spend the next Christmas Eve with them, he would be welcome. In the morning, the iron master and Idla went to the church for Christmas service. There they got information that Rattray peddler had robbed an old man. The iron master was sure that while they were at church, their guest must have made away with their silver. The peddler must have stolen all the money. When they reached home, the iron master inquired about the stranger. The servant told that he had already gone, or he had taken nothing with him. On the contrary, he had left the Christmas present for Idla, the daughter of that iron master, Ramsu Iron Mill. Idla and left one letter also. Or inside that there was dear children, there was a rat trap, or inside that trap there was 3 10 kroner notes and a letter. Means that 30 kroner which he had stolen from the house of the cottage of that old man, he left there, and one rat trap also. The stranger had written to request Idla to return the money to that old man. He said the money had served as a weight to him, but his upbringings as a captain had helped him to clear himself. He had thanked Edla for her kindness, for her support, or the letter was signed Captain Ole Stahel. So, my dear children, in this way, the behavior and the nature of that girl changed the life of that peddler. Thank you.